Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the latest developments in web development. Today, we're going to explore a common issue that many of you may have encountered when working with Nuxt3 using useAsyncData along with $fetch and watch, only to find that it's not possible to send cookie headers when the watch value changes. This topic is particularly important because Nuxt3 is an incredibly powerful framework for building server-side, rendered, SSR, applications, and understanding how to handle asynchronous data, fetching and watching values is crucial for creating dynamic and interactive user experiences. In this video, we'll break down the concepts involved, explain why this issue occurs, and provide a clear understanding of what's happening behind the scenes. Let's start by understanding what useAsyncData does. In Nuxt3, this hook allows you to fetch data asynchronously before rendering the component, which is incredibly useful for fetching data from APIS or other external sources. However, when you combine useAsyncData with $fetch, things can get a bit more complicated. The $fetch function is used to make HTTP requests in Nuxt3, and it's designed to work seamlessly with the framework's SSR capabilities. However, when you use $fetch within useAsyncData, you're essentially creating a new request context that's separate from the main rendering process. Now, let's introduce the watch option into the mix. When you watch a value in Nuxt3, you're telling the framework to rerun the associated function whenever that value changes. This is incredibly useful for handling dynamic data or user interactions. However, here's where things get tricky when you combine useAsyncData with $fetch and watch. Nuxt3 creates a new request context each time the watch value changes. Unfortunately, this means that any cookie headers that were set in the original request context are lost in the new context. To understand why this happens, let's consider an analogy. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you order food to be delivered to your table. The waiter takes your order and goes back to the kitchen to prepare your meal. This is like the initial request context. However, just as the waiter is about to bring your food out, someone else comes along and changes your order. This is like the watch value changing. The waiter has to go back to the kitchen and start again from scratch, which means they lose any special instructions you may have given them originally, like sending a cookie header. This is essentially what's happening with Nuxt3 when you combine useAsyncData with $fetch and watch. To summarize, here are the key points to take away from this video. useAsyncData allows you to fetch data asynchronously before rendering a component in Nuxt3. Combining useAsyncData with $fetch creates a new request context that's separate from the main rendering process. Watching a value in Nuxt3 reruns the associated function whenever that value changes, creating a new request context each time. Unfortunately, this means that any cookie headers set in the original request context are lost in the new context. That's it for today's video on using useAsyncData with $fetch and watch in Nuxt3. I hope you now have a better understanding of what's happening behind the scenes and why sending cookie headers can be tricky in this scenario. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss further, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content on web development and Nuxt3. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.